Cleveland Browns have a second-year player that nobody is talking about. Nobody even knows outside of Cleveland. And he is really going to be the key, I think, to their entire season. And he could be a star in the making. If you're new to our channel, welcome. We make videos for teams that don't get the national love like they should. Cleveland Browns being one of those. We are Detroit Lions fans. Our main channel is Sports Talk Detroit. You can check that out. But we want to highlight some things that, again, the national media would just never touch. So the Cleveland Browns aren't getting talked about because they're the Cleveland Browns. Nobody talks about them. So I feel you, Lions, but they've got the quarterback. They've got offensive weapons. Defense is going to be much improved, and this guy is part of the defense. So PFF came out with breakout candidates for all teams, and for the Cleveland Browns, it's Martin Emerson. So I remember Craig, my partner, did a video, and he kind of downplayed the Cleveland Browns secondary, and you guys came at him with Emerson. You're like, Emerson. So he was a rookie cornerback. He played a significant role for the Browns all season as he finished the year with the 7 most snaps among first-year corners. Corner's a tough position. We saw it in Detroit with Okudah, with rookie corners. It's not that easy. Sauce makes it look like, oh, just step in and play. No, it's very difficult, but Emerson played a huge role in his second year. He's hoping to make a huge leap. Also, quietly put together an impressive season. He earned a 73 PFF grade, which ranked 23rd amongst cornerback. So why that's significant is you're in the top half because there's corners, there's 32 teams, there's 2 starting corners. That would put you at 64. So he's in the top half of starting corners. And he forced an incompletion of 20% of passes into his coverage, the 9th best rate at his position. So this is huge because if you are a Cleveland Browns fan, what you have is on your defensive side, you've just got Jim Schwartz to improve it. You've got Myles Garrett, who is one of the best pass rushers. Delvin Tomlinson, Zadarius Smith have really improved your defensive line. Now, so you've got the pass rush, and now that secondary, Denzel Ward, boom, check. Now Martin Emerson, if he can make that jump, he played significantly last year. Now your secondary really comes together. Linebackers are good. So now your defense is good, right? Like, that's what's crazy about this. And so the thing about Martin Emerson, remember, he went to Mississippi State. This guy just plays. He just gets on the field and doesn't come off. So he went to Mississippi State. He was a 3-star recruit. And as a freshman, he played in every single game of Mississippi State's season. So immediately he's on the field. Sophomore, 72 tackles, 11 pass breakups. And then PFF rated Emerson the 7th best corner in college and named him an honorable mention All-American. So they're naming him one of the best corners coming out of college, and yet the Cleveland Browns get him in the 3rd round. I mean, that is the type of stuff you have to do in order to change your franchise and to make leaps. Got to have a quarterback. Everybody knows that. But then you got to find these guys. And what I love about Emerson is he's 6'2", 200. I just feel I love size at corner. Maybe that's just me. I love a little size there. I don't like 5'11". I just, so he's 6'2", 200 pounds. Now, the reason he fell a little bit was because of his speed. His 40-yard dash was 4.5. But what you see, and so you kind of, he falls to the 3rd round, and that's what's the beauty of this is, can you identify somebody that falls like that because of some reason and pick them up? And now the guy he won't come off the field. He just plays. He just gets on the field, plays, has the size, and can really solidify the Cleveland Browns in every way. So if you look now, this is what I'm talking about defensively. Myles Garrett, Tomlinson, Zadarius Smith, check. I mean, unbelievable. Then secondary, Denzel Ward, Martin Emerson's here. Secondary is good. Rodney McLeod, we did a video on him about what a great signing. He's been with the Eagles. He's been with Jim Schwartz. He can be a guy that can really solidify the secondary, really be a veteran leader, and he's a really good tackler. That's his thing. He's a great tackler. So, I mean, let me know in the comments here, because I'm looking at the Cleveland Browns, and defensively looks good. And the beautiful thing is PFF is recognizing, you got a player here. And I love PFF when they do that. And I'm a big PFF fan. Look, you can't go on every single thing that they say, but it's part of the puzzle. It's part of the piece where I love the analytics piece just to give you a snapshot. the end of the day, you got to go out there, got to play, got all the things. Injuries can happen, but it gives you a snapshot of like he's pretty good, right? It's like, yeah, the numbers back it up. So if we go to, let's go back to the PFF and just kind of look at like kind of in the division. So Cincinnati's got another corner that could break out. Buffalo Bills. You look at Houston Texans, Nico Collins. I'm just gonna look at like in the division and stuff here. Where's the other? Jets, Steelers, Kenny Pickett. Now, if Kenny Pickett is a breakout, which doesn't it just feel like Pittsburgh nailed that draft and he's going to be good? It's kind of like the Packers for the Lions, where Favre to Aaron Rodgers and just like 30 years of great quarterback play just can't overcome that. So, and then there was another article here about, and I won't search for it here, but PFF did another one, top 5 offensive lines according to PFF. Browns are in that. So the Browns, I mean, quarterback, you've got a full year of quarterback, weapons, offensive line, defense is good. Jim Schwartz comes in. So Craig and I are really excited about the Cleveland Browns to watch them. We've done a lot of videos on the Cleveland Browns. We meant to do, and we are, but we're doing videos of all the teams. But Cleveland just kind of keeps showing up because nobody talks about them, and it's fun to kind of look at them from the outsider, because for us as Lions fans, they're not too far away. Always play them in the preseason. Not as much anymore. You guys you mentioned that was called something like the Great Lakes Classic or something, but rooting for the Cleveland Browns. Love the unis. That's another big thing for me if I'm going to like another team. So let me know in the comments. You're a Cleveland Browns fan, or tell me who you're a fan of, and then who's that other team that you kind of just secretly always hope win or just root for, just want good things to happen. It's funny because for most people around the country, it's the Lions. Everyone's like, the Lions. Like, come on. Just want to see those guys do good. And it's so true because the Lions don't give anybody any trouble. All these years, they lose in heartbreaking fashion some way or another. So the Lions are finally in a position to do some good things. So let me know in the comments. And again, if you're new to our channel, we're making videos for teams that do not get the coverage that they should from the national media. Browns, Texans, Falcons, Panthers. Who else? Arizona Cardinals. See, the Arizona Cardinals, I'm not a big Arizona Cardinal fan. I just can't get into them. I cannot get into. The uniforms are not there. The history's not there. They're far away. They're in the NFC too. It's like, get out of here. But the AFC, the Browns, hey, tough division, tough AFC, but you've got like the team. Any other year, this Browns team would just, oh my gosh, AFC championship game. But I am recognizing that it's a tough division with a lot of tough teams just generally in the AFC. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on